Hey, good afternoon. Welcome to today's yoga lunch break. As the title indicates, this is a chair yoga lunch break. So you do need a chair or something that you can sit on. I have two chairs, you only need one. If you're near a dining table or you want to bring your office chair out, it doesn't matter if it has arms or not, doesn't matter if it rolls or not. Hopefully you'll be able to find ways to make this work for you no matter what you have to sit in. This can also be done on the couch. My goal with today's practice is to give you some really practical tools that you can start to use right away when you're spending a lot of time seated, but get that feeling of like needing to breathe and needing to move your body. So a self-care practice that involves movement of some sort is really important for all of us, but I get it. Like there are days where it's just not going to happen in your schedule. And so on those days, especially, I want you to know that you're not stuck. You still have choices and options. And some of the things we'll do together here, you can even do while you're on video calls for work. Like maybe you turn your video off for a minute. So go ahead and grab your chair, meet me right back here. And I will say a couple of the things we'll do. The whole first part of this will be seated in a chair, not moving your legs. If you have an injury or aren't able to stand and move around right now, I hope that that's accessible for you. The second part of class, we're going to use the chair as a prop, and we will do some standing and some movement of the legs. So I'll let you know when that part begins in case that's not something you're interested in today. But let's just get started. So find a comfortable seat in your chair, but scooch to the edge of the chair and rest both of your feet with your bottoms flat on the floor so you still feel kind of sturdy, nice and rooted. And we're going to start with 3 big breaths, and I want you to sigh it out. I want an audible, like exhale that you can hear. So let's just start by taking a big breath in together through your nose. Inhale. And slow breath out your mouth. Sigh it out. Feels so good. 2 more. Breathe in. Sigh it out. Feel your shoulders soften. Your throat relax. 1 more, your biggest breath yet. Breathe in. And breathe out, relax, let something go. Good, let's keep the breath going. This time, inhale, sweep your arms up high, maybe look up, find a big stretch. As you breathe out, palms come to heart center. Good, 2 more, breathe in. Breathe out, grounding yourself, pulling it back to the heart. 1 more, expand your biggest here. Breathe in, reach up, stretch. And breathe out. Good. All right, rest your hands on your thighs, somewhere comfortable. Start to find some circles with the neck. Nothing super special or fancy happening here, but I invite you to move more slowly than you want to. And use this as an opportunity to check in with the neck, with the shoulders. What kind of tension is here? Maybe you're getting some pops, some cracks. It's all good. Do 2 circles in each direction. So moving real slow. If you find a place that feels super tight, maybe you stop for a second. And when you finish your second round, switch directions. 2 circles the other way, nice and slow, noticing how this might be a little different. And you still have 1 more circle, maybe an extra one if you're going a little faster. And when you make it back to center, just gently lift your chin back to neutral. Some days that might be all you have time for. And notice how much more calm you already feel with just a little bit of breath and a little bit of checking in with the body. Crazy, right? All right, we'll move on now. I'm going to my second chair, but you can stay where you are. All right, we're gonna move the spine in a bunch of different directions now, starting with seated cat and cow. I'll turn to the side so you can see me. Bring your hands onto your thighs, onto your lap. Long, tall spine. As you breathe in, puff up your chest. Maybe you lift your chin to stretch through your throat, maybe not. Breathe here for a couple breaths. Pinch your shoulder blades together behind you and spread your collarbones really wide, manifesting space across the front of your heart. Take one more breath in. And as you exhale, find seated cat pose. Round through your spine, tucking your chin towards your chest. Hands might slide forward. Stay here for a few breaths. Really launch your heart out through your back. Tuck your chin to your chest so you can feel this stretch across the tops of the shoulders. And we'll find a little flow between those two shapes now. So breathe in, seated cow pose. Push your heart forward. Breathe out, seated cat. Nice and slow. Good. 2 more rounds. Inhale. And exhale, softening through the shoulders, through the jaw. Last one, breathe in. And breathe out. All right, we're actually going to do the same thing 3 more times. So bring your spine back to center. I invite you to use your hands. If this isn't going to feel good in your shoulders, you can stick with your hands on your legs, but interlace your hands and then push your palms out. Send your arms straight up in front of you. This time, as you breathe in, lift your arms as much as they'll go. It's okay if it's not much. And as you breathe out, round and curl, really push your palms forward. Notice that stretch through the arms. 2 more. Inhale, lift and expand. And exhale, push your arms forward, push your heart back. Last one, make it feel really good. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Gently return to center. Sit up nice and tall. We'll find a couple twists here now. As you breathe in, reach both arms up high. As you exhale, twist to your right. Left hand comes outside your right thigh. Right hand can go behind you, on the back of your chair, wherever. But rather than just crank yourself into this twist, can you keep both legs pointing forward? Think long and tall through the spine, proud through the chest. And then connect to your core and deepen this twist using your abdominal muscles. Good. A couple more breaths here. Once you're in this shape and you're still feeling engaged and strong, maybe now you can use a little leverage against the side of the leg, against the back of the chair. Push your thigh into your hand and then meet that resistance with your arm. Good. One more big breath in. Lift through the top of your head. And exhale, gently return to center. Let's find that on the other side. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, twist to the left. Hands fall wherever is comfortable. And then once you arrive here, refine the shape. Push both feet down so you can lift up through the spine, through the chest. Engage your abs 2%. And then decide if you'd like a little deeper twist. Maybe you use this leverage of the hand against the thigh. Can you soften your face? Relax your jaw. Inhale. And exhale, come back to center. We'll flow now 2 times, matching breath to movement. Inhale, lift your fingers up. Exhale, twist to the right. Good. Inhale, come back to center, lift. Exhale, twist to the left. One more round. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist right. Nice and easy. So good. Inhale, come to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, hands to your heart. Good. Moving on. We will do some side bends. So bring your left hand to the left side of your chair or onto your leg. Whatever's going to work for you. As you breathe in, reach your right arm up high. And as you exhale, just take it over towards the left. And lots of options here. If you know you want a deeper side bend off the bat, bring your arm across your body to grab your right thigh. You can use this kind of hold you up so you can rainbow more towards the side. If it feels weird in your neck, just gaze down, find something more neutral. And we're here for a few breaths to breathe. Can you reach up, 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 and then over, softening your shoulder away from your ear, letting this stretch really unfurl through the rib cage, through the whole side body. Inhale. And exhale, gently come back. We'll find it on the other side. Right hand rests somewhere to anchor you as you inhale, left fingertips to the sky. And exhale takes you up and over, stretching towards the right. Maybe you want a little stronger anchor so you can deepen the side bend. Maybe you're good where you are. Relax your shoulder, relax the space between your eyebrows. See if you can let gravity just gently pull you 1 inch deeper. Take a big breath in. And your breath out brings you right back to center. We'll flow now twice through this, matching breath to movement. So inhale, reach your right arm up. Exhale, bend to the left. Inhale, both arms up, line up. Exhale, bend to the right. Good, inhale, center. Exhale, bending left, first reaching up, then over. Good, inhale, center. Exhale to the right. Good, inhale, come to center. Exhale, hands to your heart. Beautiful. All right, we've got 2 more things we'll do totally seated, and then we'll move into the next little portion of this using the chair as a prop. We'll get up, we'll stretch our legs. So for here, some love for the hands and the wrists. This is something you can do all of the time. So I want you to show your palms forward, fingertips point down, and just gently, gently, gently tug your fingers back towards your arms, stretching through the underside of the forearm. Notice any tension that's crept up into your shoulders, into your face. Can you keep your breath nice and steady here? 2 more rounds of breath. Good. Gently release that side. Find it on the other, whatever hand you're working with. Fingertips point down, palm shines forward. Find a gentle tug of the fingers. And a reminder that your wrists and your forearm, your hands are really sensitive, delicate areas. It's really easy to overdo this. So even if the stretch feels like super good here, know that you don't have to do the most to get some really nice benefits from this. So maybe if you feel like you're really cranking, just like pull back 1%, breathe in. And breathe out, relax that side. Good. Now with your hands, you can make light little fists. Bring the backs of your hands together. Find these little circles. This is uncomfortable. Just separate the wrists. Find these same, just gentle little circles, keeping your spine long, your core lightly engaged. Switch directions, circles the other way. Nice and easy. Cool. Nice job. All right, let that side go or that thing go. Shake out your wrists like spastic jazz hands. All right. We do too much typing and texting. Like this shouldn't feel this good to do this like baby bird flapping. I can't believe I'm doing this on the internet. What is wrong with me? All right, whatever. It feels good. Okay, hands wide. I want you to take your pinky to your thumb. We're just stretching through each of the fingers. So whatever fingers you have that you're working with, we're just stretching them one at a time, touching them towards the thumb. And while you're touching pinky to thumb, really stretch the other fingers, feeling them lengthen, feeling that tension in the hand, and then release. And we'll do the next finger in. So ring finger maybe comes to touch the thumb, stretching, pushing all the other fingers away and out. Breathe in and breathe out. Release that finger. Now middle finger comes in. Well, this looks like the I love you. Okay. All right, so stretching through all the other fingers, sending them long, sending them wide. I am getting like lots of tension in my shoulders, so a reminder to just like take it easy and not bring tension to the whole body. Release that finger. Now we'll do index finger to thumb. Stretching. Whew. Nice job. All right, release, and we'll just go back out. So now middle finger comes back down and releases. Ring finger comes in, releases, and then pinky. Cool. All right, now make these fists and then spring them open. This is like you're flicking water at someone. Do 5 of these. Just working through the wrist. Yeah. All right, shake out the hands. We're done with wrist stuff. If it feels good, do these at your desk sometime after you fire off a whole bunch of emails. Like give your wrists a little bit of love. They stay in the same position all day and it just does not feel good. All right, last thing in this seated sequence is a big fold forward. So as much as you're able to, this is what you're doing. You're just going like, blah. Like if you've ever done this at your desk and you're just like, this day is the worst. I wish I could disappear. Just fold over as much as feels comfortable. And if this is uncomfy in your low back, just back off. We're looking for a release through the neck, rounding through the spine. Let your hands fall wherever they may. I'm gonna take a couple breaths here. Notice the way as you inhale, your stomach pushes against your thighs. And as you breathe out, can you let something go, feeling the body contract slightly? Take 3 more really big breaths on your own, focusing either on the belly pushing into the thighs, or maybe you pretend that you have wings and they're attached to your shoulder blades. As you inhale, the wings spread open really wide. And as you exhale, they tuck back in. One more full round of breath together. Inhale, find your visualization. And exhale, release, relax, let that go. All right, gently come back up to a tall seat. That's the end of the fully seated portion. Now we're gonna get up, use the chair as a prop. So this next one is kind of mimicking downward facing dog. So I invite you to use your chair as the place you're going to put your hands. So either on the back of your chair, or if you're like, no, I'm so flexible, I got this, then you can use the seat of the chair, but rest your hands somewhere. Spread your legs as wide as feels comfortable. Mine are much wider than my hips. And just walk your feet back, or if your chair is rolling, you don't have to move your feet. And fold as much as feels good. This can be a big shoulder stretch, and if that's just not available, not feeling good, then use this instead to focus on the legs, and you can just kind of like sway side to side, bend into one knee and then the other. If you're looking for this shoulder opening, I invite you to spread your fingers really wide and push down onto whatever surface you're resting on. This activates through the shoulder girdle. And then imagine that you can spiral your armpits in towards your face. This spreads your shoulder blades wide across your back. And then from here, can you draw your shoulder blades down your back like 1 inch? This should feel maybe kind of intense through the shoulders. And if it's too much, you can always back off. But now with the legs, maybe explore what would feel good here. You might gently rock your hips side to side. Maybe you kind of surf your heels from one side to the other. I invite you to really explore, really listen to the messages your body is sending you about what it wants, and just see what happens if you try something different. Take 2 more big full rounds of breath here. Cool. All right. Release out of this a little bit. We'll keep our hands on the chair. We're going to move into a twist. So legs are closer to the chair than they were before. And again, like negotiate this space in your body, find what works for you. Left hand on the chair, left knee bends generously as you breathe in, reach your right arm up, big twist. If your arm is not super open here, that's totally cool. You can still play with turning your arm in one direction and then the other. So rotating through the palm. Maybe it feels good to bring some circles to the wrists. Take one more breath in here. And exhale, both hands back onto the chair. Other side this time. Right hand on the chair, right knee bends. As you breathe in, open up, lift the left fingertips. And from here, just play a little bit with this opening through the chest. Notice how movement in the arms is connected to tension or sensation through the neck. Inhale. And exhale, come back to center. All right, find yourself fully standing here. We're gonna do quad stretch, and you can use the chair to help balance. So kick your right heel towards your glutes, just grab it, just chill. I trust that you've been to a PE class at some time in your life, so you're like, yes, I know what a quad stretch is, happy. But if you want to intensify the stretch across your front of your hip, gently kick your foot into your hands, just a little bit, doesn't take much. And maybe you wanna try for a balance challenge, lifting all but one finger off the chair. Maybe you go fully hands-free, doesn't really matter. Breathe in. And exhale, release. We'll find this on the other side. I don't have my chair. All right, your other foot, ta-da, kicks up into your hands. And find that same stretch here. I also just want to acknowledge that if it doesn't feel good to have your knees in this deep of flexion, bent this much, that like don't push it. It's not worth injuring yourself or tweaking something when this is supposed to be a movement break that makes you feel better. So if anything I or any other teacher ever says does not work, it's not worth pushing it. Bodies are all so different, and it has nothing to do with like you doing anything wrong. All right, speech over. All right, release that leg. We're gonna finish up seated again. This is the best I've ever been doing on time. We still have 7 minutes left. Wow, we totally have time for the next 3 things. Okay, so you're seated again. And this is the figure 4 or pigeon stretch seated. This is one of my very favorite things to do at my desk. So I want you to bring your right leg up. You can cross your ankle over your knee as much as you're able to. Maybe your knee is like way up here because your hip's really tight. That's really okay. You can decrease the angle here, decrease the intensity by walking your left foot just further away from you. But gently flex your right toes back towards your shin. And then if it feels good, you can start to fold forward. You might feel a big opening through the right hip, the right glute. And again, if you feel any pain, back off. A couple of breaths here. Keeping the face soft, the spine nice and long. We'll gently come back up and we'll switch sides. So left ankle comes over the right foot. Settle into your version of this stretch, feeling a nice stretch wherever you do. Maybe it's not in your hip. I don't know. I'm not you. I really wish you could see Donkey the cat right now. I moved the plant stand like closer to this giant orb of light, and she is really enjoying laying on top of it completely in the sun. I wish she was over here doing cute things, but she's resting. A couple more breaths. This is especially a stretch where you might notice that one side is much, much tighter than the other, and that's all good. It's just good information to have, but you don't need to make any judgments of yourself about it. All right, gently releasing that side. Both feet rest back down on the floor. This is my very favorite thing. I've been waiting all class to teach this to you. All right, spread your legs wide. You're gonna put one elbow towards one knee, or in some way brace yourself against your leg. We're gonna find a big twist. So as you breathe in, reach the right arm up. And then bend your elbow and bring your hand back like you're about to give the world's biggest high five. I want you to just play with this, just like from reaching up, like launching back, opening through the chest, through the shoulder. Do one more of those. All right, so from this really big high five place, breathe in. And then like you're dunking a basketball, reach up and then down. So maybe finding a slight cat pose through your back and elongate this stretch from your back hip all the way through your side bodies to your fingertips. Good. Breathe in, reach back up high, find that super high five. And then exhale, dunk a basketball. I guess it's not a high five. It's like preparing to dunk a basketball and then dunk. Okay, whatever. Come back to center. Do that on the other side. So now, keep it together, Abby. Right arm against right leg in any capacity that works for you. Breathe in, peel your left fingertips up high. Prepare to dunk a basketball. And then from here, just play with what this range of motion feels like. So first reaching up high, then pulling back. Just noticing how the neck feels, how the shoulder feels. And we'll move on this time. So inhale, wind up. And exhale, slam, dunk. Bring your fingertips forward and down. Big stretch through the back left side of your body. Inhale, pull up, winding up through the arm. And exhale, dunk. Crowd goes wild. All right, we're going to gently return to center. We're gonna flow through now doing one side once and then the other side, but I wanted you to kind of get the hang of the repetition of that movement before we did so. So start with left hand on left thigh or whatever. Inhale, wind up. Exhale, slam dunk. And then from right here, right hand to right thigh, inhale, left arm lifts, preparing. And exhale, left arm slam dunk. So good. We're going to do two more of these. Left hand on left thigh. Inhale, wind up. Exhale, dunk and stretch. So good. Right hand, right arm, right leg. Inhale, left arm high. Exhale, dunk. All right, we got one more round through. Find what you need here. Inhale, wind up. Exhale, slam dunk. Love it. Inhale, left arm reaches up high. Exhale, slam dunk. All right, gently roll up to sit. All that movement through the arms and the chest has prepared us for this very last neck stretch. Bring your right ear towards your right shoulder. Maybe you stay right here. This stretch is plenty on its own. If you'd like a little more, I invite you to send your left arm straight out. You can play with this rotation through the arm. If you still want some more, bring your hand to the side of your head and tug it away from you, not necessarily straight down. A very, very gentle pressure. You're here for two more breaths. Good, release your arm, release your head, bring it back to center, and then left ear towards left shoulder. You can stay, maybe arm out, maybe some movement, just noticing how this side might be tighter or a little looser than the other. If you want that last little add-on, maybe start to tug the head away from the body. Two more big, full breaths. And gently bring the arm back in, release the head. We'll end with three of those big arm sweeping up breaths together. So inhale, sweep your arms up high, maybe look up. Exhale, hands to heart. Two more, inhale. Exhale to your heart. last one, biggest breath of all Friday. Breathe and reach for the sky. Breathe out, bring it home. All right, that was it. I hope that you liked chair yoga. I had some requests to do some things that involve less of the legs, some things that can be done while sitting at a desk for a long time. So I hope that worked. I'd love to hear what you thought. And if you have requests for other things, please let me know. If this helps you feel good, share it with a friend or somebody you love. They deserve to feel good too. Okay, that's it for today. Thanks for being here. I'll see you soon.